Bonjour, welcome to the Notorious D.I.D. I am VALPRAY. Today I'm going to cover how has 2023 been for the Notorious D.I.D. Well, it's been very trying. In January, we were notified that our grandmother was very ill. She contracted pneumonia and that she was dying. That was difficult. She passed away February 4th of this year. Some of us have different kinds of mental issues outside of dissociative identity disorder, such as Laura, who has anxiety, social anxiety, depression, and things of this nature, and it really, really affected us well into March. Actually, it's still affecting us off and on, as you can understand with grief. We also, in March, contracted another strand of COVID, which is never fun. Never. And it seems like we seem to get every strand that goes around, but we don't get it to the degree that a lot of people do, so we're grateful for that. Us and our daughter tend to have it at the same time. I'm unsure if I give it to her or she gives it to me. Sometimes I think it's just back and forth. The other person that lives in the house with us does not contract it because she's asymptomatic. So I do believe she's the one who is out of the house the most. I think she brings it in and we contract it. Then, just recently, here in April, it's been, as of today, it's been 2 weeks and 2 days that our daughter severely cut her foot, cut in an artery in her foot. It just kept bleeding. It was a very scary situation. And it could have been a lot worse. We're grateful it wasn't a lot worse, but she's still in pain. She's still healing. She just got her stitches out a couple of days ago. And it was a very, very deep cut. So she's going to be unable to do a lot of things because of it for a little while. Personally, we've been dealing with a lot of the seizures. This is most likely because of the amplification of stress with everything that's taken place this year, as well as, I've gum in my mouth, sorry, as well as the fact that we are the ones who handle the finances, and the finances have been very, very bad for the past couple of years, period. With having the seizures, it's almost impossible to get a job that allows for you, if you're seizing, to not have to be there. Obviously, there has to be dependability, and we don't have that ability right now. We also are experiencing a lot more mobility issues with our back. The leg with a knee replacement, which is our right leg, he is having a lot of problems with drop foot. I'm not sure if you're familiar with that, but it's where the nerves throughout the leg are incorrect due to our back. We have sciatica and musculoskeletal disease and different things of this nature. Advanced degenerative disc disease in the back is playing a major role in this. So we are primarily disabled, but in the state of South Carolina, it's very difficult to get disability. So it's something that we have to deal with on a daily basis, not just the mental levels of what we encounter, but also the physical levels. Knowing that you're letting other people down, especially our daughter, is very difficult for us because we don't have the range of motion that we require. We don't have the ability to walk for long periods of time. Our back starts to give out and it starts to curve right over as it does it. So we either get somewhere where we can not have to move for a little bit, or we're going to hit the ground, pardon. And the leg as well, sometimes the leg just falls right up from under us and then we're down. This is another problem with not being able to acquire employment, that physically most employment requires a certain level of ability. So we're at a wall physically, we're at a wall. Well, like the seizures, obviously, are physical as well. So the physicalities of the problem are constant. We had hoped for so many better things in 2023. In December, we were aware, because of clairvoyance, that our grandmother was going to pass away before her before her next birthday, I mean. Which, of course, she did. We were unaware that it was going to take place or transpire so quickly within the month from when we knew it was going to be her last Christmas. We knew that she wasn't going to see another birthday. So it's been very difficult this year. I know that there are a lot of people it's been difficult for. I'm not saying that we're so much more important or that it's so different for us. I'm just saying that we're included in that. 2023 has been hard. And I can only hope that as it progresses, it gets better. But then again, it would have to, wouldn't it? This is only April, going into May. April 30th. We're going to be going into May. We're not even halfway through the year. And so much has happened. It's mind-boggling. We have acquired some new parties in the system as well. But due to the fragility of our nature right now, the bulk of those who have been at the front have all been the primaries, myself, Solora, and Laura. We are the three that have primarily been at the front. Now, have we had some of the spinning issues? I call it spinning. Some people call it rapid switching. Yes, we have. Have we had some of the others come forward? Yes, we have. But for a more limited time than the three of us. I can only assume that's because of the nature of this year being so fragile and being so difficult, that for one reason or another, the three of us as primaries are the ones who are at the forefront for the most part. Will this change? The only thing that's certain with D.I.D is change. That is always certain. I hope that 2023 has found you in a better light than it has us. I sincerely hope that we generate a stable income, because this is very, very important to us and necessity. However, it's also very difficult to manage until we get a balance with the seizures. We're obviously probably never going to have a balance with the back, due to the fact that once it is dilapidated, it's dilapidated. We're going to have to start preparing to live as a party that cannot get around, cannot walk around properly, if at all. And we're in our 40s. We're 49 to be exact. And we've had this issue with our back since being 26 years old. And it's gradually gotten worse and worse and worse. So we already know there's going to come a day when we're back in the wheelchair, and I do mean back, because prior to getting the knee redone, we were in a wheelchair for a little bit, and we're going to end up back in the wheelchair probably at some point permanently. And we have to prepare for that as well. And prepare what's the best way to handle everything and how to handle everything. So thank you so much for coming to join us. Thank you for listening to me. I hope that 2023 has found you well and will continue to do so in the future. And if it hasn't found you well, I do hope that it changes and does so in the future. Hope is the one thing that we can possess that can guide us. And without hope, everything would really seem to be impossible. Hope and faith, without those two things, I don't know how anybody would survive or manage to press forward. Thank you for visiting the Notorious D.I.D. This has been VALPRAY. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that anytime we make a video, you will be notified and you can be one of the first persons to see it. We are grateful for you joining our community and being here to listen to us and learn about dissociative identity disorder for our particular system. I know that the other systems are going through a lot of trials, so know that you are not alone. Not alone at all. For even singletons that are going through a lot of trials. Not alone. Not alone. The trials are deep. Thank you so much once again. Adios.